What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Madden team build because you know how much I love to do these. Today we are building the All Madden Ultimate Team Challenge. So basically, as we all know, Madden Ultimate Team is a game where it basically just makes cards of the players, and it's probably Madden's most popular mode. Madden, as it is coming to an end for the season, is going to be making all their 99 overall cards, and as they're doing that, every single position, not including special teams, has a 99. So what I decided to do is take the every 99 card and put it on an actual in-game normal team, which means that we could have, say, a third-string middle linebacker who did something crazy in college, so we got a card in this game, but he sucks in NFL, and he's going to be our linebacker. And let's just take a look at our roster. So as you can tell, we are a 93 defense with an 87 offense, averaging out to an 89 overall. We chose the Ravens today because they have the highest rated theme team, which means if you put everybody with their theme on it, then they would be the highest overall. And let's go ahead and check out what this team looks like. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start out with offense. And what I've done is I put it into MUT.gg, which has all the cards in it, so we can see. And by the way, they're like no 99 offensive linemen. I should have, or 99 offensive linemen that are currently in the league. I'm only using in the league players because a lot of these guys are not in the league, and it's like Tom Brady, all the guys that are retired. So left tackle for us, we have Lane Johnson. Then at left guard, we have Dominic Pooney. Then Zach Frazier at center. Our right guard is Brandon Scherf. Our right tackle is Ryan Ramczyk. Our tight ends consist of Kyle Pitts, Dawson Knox, and Cade Otton. At receiver, we have Big Mike Evans, Scary Terry McLaurin, Drake London, and the Slim Reaper. Running back-wise, we have Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams, and James Cook. Quarterbacks, we have Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield. Let's go ahead and look at defense. All right, so free safety, we have Minka Fitzpatrick and Brian Branch. At strong safety, we have Buda Baker and Derwin James Jr. At right side linebacker, we have Jeremiah Owusu-Karamoah and Bradley Chubb. Left outside is Matthew Judon and Chop Robinson. And then our linebackers are Roquan Smith, Bobby Okereke, and Devin Lloyd. For corners, we have Sauce Gardner, Marlon Humphrey, Devin Witherspoon, and Quinion Mitchell. Our right end is going to be George Karlaftis and Keon White. And then our left end is going to be Nick Bosa, with our defensive tackles being Tavondre Sweat and Brian Breesy. Without further ado, let's see how we look in the normal game. All right, so here is the offense in Madden itself, and yeah, we should have no issues here. Listen, offensive line is a little bit shaky, but overall, especially with Lane Johnson and two guys who are going to progress extra well, we should be good. Running backs are also absolutely stacked. Quarterback is incredible. Wide receivers are great, and, you know, tight ends are fine. Here is the defense, and this is really where we start to clamp down. Safeties are great. Corners are indestructible. Our defensive line is actually really good, and then our linebackers are really solid with some older pieces, but pieces nonetheless. All right, what week are we going to be going to? Week number 17, so we're pretty much going to know what our record's going to be when we play our game. My record prediction for this team is going to be 14-3 in the 1 seed in the AFC. All right, at week 17, we are 13-2, which honestly, hopefully we're not 13-4. Or no, I did say 14-3, so we might be 14-3, hopefully a lot better. And overall, we're looking really good here. So as we all know with our games, we are going to hop in. We are going to randomize the jerseys and then delete the stats. And we're playing a struggling Texans team, which honestly is probably top of their division. Let's just go ahead and put them down in the last seed of the division. Well, both of us are locked into the playoff, which means that this game is just going to matter. Not even seeding at this point. It's just going to be a domination by the Baltimore Ravens on the Houston Texans. All right, so here is kickoff for the game. As by the way, I did keep Baltimore special teams because there is no 99 kicker or punter in the game, so I just kept them how they were. All right, so our big focus today is going to be on our defense because that is the better side. So if we're gonna be proficient on one side, defense is probably going to be the one as I get juked out by Joe Mixon. All right, second down blitz, and Dameon Pierce is not going to go down, but he is going to get the first down. Not great for us. I do not like this formation from the offense at all. I'm very scared. Except he throws there. It's done. It's going to be a little something there to Joe Mixon, who's getting all the receptions today, and that's going to knock him back 5 whole yards. 2nd and 15. They come out in I form, as I cannot get my correct user. And Derek, or not the Derek's thing. That's Marlon Humphrey is going to get them out of bounds. 3rd and 6. All right, we're bringing out man coverages. We already have a X Factor out of Nick Bosa activated, and that is really good for us, as he kind of has something there. Not going to take it. That time it's Derwin James Jr. getting down Tank Dell, but they did get the first. 2nd and 10. He's going to go for it. I saw that way too late. And Minka Fitzpatrick combined with, I'm not even sure who, has to get down Dalton Schultz, but that is a massive loss of yards for us. All right, 3rd and 8. Clock is ticking. It's a little over a minute left on the quarter, and we haven't even touched the ball. So that's not good. We just can't let them score here. That is a massive blitz, and that is Nick Bosa, the X Factor himself, getting the sack to make it 4th and 17. They'll bring out Kaimi Fairbairn now. All right, so it's only from the 23-yard line. It should be a pretty easy kick, and it's good. All right, so they're going to lead 3-0 with a minute left in the first quarter. All right, so this offense is actually going to have to be wide receiver ran. I don't know why I ran this formation out of all the ones that I could have, because these guys have great receivers and the tight ends are a little bit more weak. We also do have Kyron Williams, who I guess is going to be our back here. I don't know if Jonathan Taylor is hurt or whatnot, but he is going to get the first down here pretty easily. All right, 1st and 10, and I'm just going to get this off to Dawson Knox here, who's going to break a tackle. It's going to end the first quarter, and we are going to get the 1st and 10. I do think that Jonathan Taylor is hurt, but I also think these two are the same overall. So maybe he just got subbed out. And that is going to be not a first down from Kyron, but close. All right, RPO here, and I'm going to throw that. It's going to be completed. Dawson Knox breaking another tackle. This guy has been unbelievable today. So I've been realizing that I'm using a lot of tight end plays. It's just because this playbook is so tight end oriented, you know? And I was using this playbook for a franchise thing that I was doing, and I had Brock Bowers and Luke Musgrave, so I was chilling. 3rd and 2. I think we can just power this through, honestly. Cut it up a little bit with Kyron Williams, and that is going to be a big gain. This is like the weirdest motion. I don't know why you do it. I guess it could, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Gonna get the slip screen off, and Kyron Williams off the hands. Are you kidding? All right, 3rd and goal. I have been getting a little bit too fancy recently with this stuff, and my game just crashed. Fumble? How'd I fumble? What? Are you kidding me? You're lying. No. My window literally closed after I threw it, and then oh my God, are you kidding me? That's not even out. His knee was down. Okay, booth review. That's going to be in my favor. Thank you very much. Oh my God, it actually was. All right, I'm going to take this field goal, but I'm going to have a lot of spite while I do it, and I just shanked it. Wow. That's my bad. I feel like we have a good enough secondary as we can blitz with Roquan Smith right here. And there's a wide open gap. He gets it out. Oh my God, are you kidding me? This game hates me. What? Oh my God. Mind you, I'm trying to have a positive outlook on Madden right now. It's a 2-minute warning hits, and that just happened after my window crashed. Like, that's so dumb. And their running back, of course, catches it. I forgot about my running back dropping it. That's just annoying. All right, they've yet to take a timeout, a risky choice, and that is a sack. And I probably should have taken my timeouts earlier, but I'm going to get this ball back. All right, we got 48 seconds to get down the field and score a field goal. If we can, I'm going to call it a wipe for the missed one that I have. And we're going to go for that. It's an interception, isn't it? Yup. I am horrible at making reads in this game, especially on play actions, aren't I? 3rd and 12, and we got Dr. Check down here that we're playing against at quarterback. This is a tough kick if they can't get the yards here. And they are not. CJ Stroud, acrobatic, but not going to get the ball off. 4th and 12. Now, this is a tough field goal, and it is on a hash mark. Kaimi Fairbairn is one of the best kickers in the league, but we're going to see how this all goes out, and he is going to bang it through. We're going to go down 6-0 at the end of half. Mike Evans! Oh my God, I didn't even expect anything. But look at the big man, not showing his wear and tear as he just squared up to nobody. Now, that's definitely Mike Evans, isn't it? Single coverage Mike Evans just seems to be the guy. And I thought he wasn't even in on this play. Kyle Pitts, he's gonna catch it, not in stride. 10 seconds left. We have one more shot. I might just throw this up to Mike Evans just for the fun of it. As, hey, that safety's not there. Mike Evans, no. This happened last video. This is literally the exact same thing happened last video. The exact same thing happened last video. Oh my God, I did it again. Dude, I got 2 yards out and then the clock kept running. That is so annoying. All right, well, throwing it deep has seemed to be great for us. And I'm just going to do defend inside run because that's kind of what they've been going with. Listen, if we just kind of, you know, bottle up their defenders and kind of isolate them, then I truly believe they can win. Mike Evans is supposed to get that, but this game is coded by orangutans. You wouldn't leave Michael Evans open once again, would you? That's single coverage. Mike Evans catches it, not quite in stride. He's having an outlandish game. All right, I want Dawson Knox here. Single coverage. You can't keep doing that to our guys. Oh my God, I think we found the cheat code against the Texans. Just lob it. Single back has been disgusting for us. Big Mike Evans. And he is actually possibly not going to have his X Factor for much longer. We are going to throw a deep pass to Terry McLaurin here just because of the constraints that we're in here. All right, we got 2 stars pull blocking here. So let's just see if we can get the first down. What just wrapped him up? All right, we know my history in these. So let's just see if I can break the status quo. Immediately gets off it. Pat Ricard, not even on this team, and we can't get it. They want us to go for it. And they want QB Mountain Power, Jalen Hurts, the tush push merchant. They literally just said that it was going to stay in the league, and I'm going to do what they think. If they believe in the boy, okay, why would I possibly do that? This does put us in an interesting situation where we can possibly knock them back for a safety, and they're going to be playing very conservative ball here. Oh, there's a million people open, but that's a safety. There we go. Matthew Judon in for the sack, and imagine if Matthew Judon played for the Ravens, right? So I think they might have learned about their previous mistakes here, and we are going to get that out to Kate Otten, who doesn't wear gloves. I never realized that, and he is very terrifying. It's actually not the play that I meant to run. I meant it to be a running back screen, but instead it's a tight end, and he is actually very much open there. Dawson Knox. Interestingly enough, we haven't really exploited Jalen Hurts' run ability. I'm assuming that the team in general has over the offseason. And look at that. Devontae Smith, Slim Reaper, known for his route running. He gets the first for us. Mike Evans in single coverage. Once again, instead they're going to drop back a safety and leave Devontae Smith wide open for, I thought it was going to be 8-7. 3rd and 3, and this box is loaded. We're going for it either way. I've gone for it. I've neglected the kicker too much today, and what are their block sheds? Justin, this is the moment where you either immortalize yourself forever or not. Up! Kyle Pitts catches it. Finally, 1st and goal. Let's go. All right, this play gets a little bit of redemption here, as I am actually kind of looking for Kyron Williams here, as he's not going to be left completely open. I'm not even going to risk it. I'm just going to go for it. Jalen Hurts jukes out somebody, gets to the 1-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Wow, this is a very bad game. Kyron, I've seen you do a front flip in the middle of the game, so just do the same thing here pretty easily through the gap, and that is going to be a 3-point lead with 5:58 left. 3rd and 9 after some incredible defensive plays, must I say. It's going to be a pass. They're going to go back into this. The tight end is open. CJ Stroud can't even throw it out. 4th and 14. Give me that ball back. Okay, well, this is absolutely not the play that I was looking for, but they're not expecting the run here. And that is a great play. Terry McLaurin getting loose. Juking. Here we come. Ah, I see where I went wrong here. This is the button for the pass, which never works out. Actually, sometimes it does. Sometimes it's disgusting, and he's not even going to get the ball. Okay, that's disgusting right there. Pretty much, we just got to read the safety here, right? Just see what they do and attack whatever they don't, as we are going to have to flush out of the pocket. I don't know why I stepped up, but there's nothing open that I saw. 4th and 12. 3:06 left in the ball game, and we are not over here. Not at all. But I would like to make it that way with a quick turnover from the Texans, or even a turnover in general. I don't care where we are. We could be in Puxatawny, and we could have a turnover here. They're going to get 7 yards from Nico Sauce Gardner. He's playing defense, isn't he? I have absolutely no clue they plan on running here. They're definitely going to try and snap it. Oh, wait, they're actually going to run it here, I think. We have Nick Bosa activated. Even though Sauce sees me move and he wants to, or not Sauce, and he actually is going to get it, but that's going to bring it to a 2-minute warning. They've moved, what, 20 yards? Or they moved like 10 yards in about an entire minute here, so that's not good for them. Nico Collins was just kind of stunting on me as we're going to get this guy down one way or the other. All right, we're on Brian Branch here, and that's not open. I thought Sauce Gardner was in front of it. I'm not going to lie. All right, what are we going to see here? I think it's going to be Diggs that he's going to target. It's not. It's going to be the running back, and I was supposed to be on that. He gets a lot of yards. Oh, fumble. Brian Branch picks it up. Oh, my God. That is what you like to see. And that, ladies and gentlemen, very much could have just ended the ball game. All right, another outside rush. Juking inside. Kyron Williams stays up. I'm sorry that I made that kneecap joke, but you're killing him. So we're trying to run the play that they would least expect, right? We're trying to fool the defense, right? I have an idea of how to do that. And my idea is just send everybody out deep and just see what they can do. And that is B. That's actually open, Terry McLaurin. And that is going to end the game. And just like that, Terry McLaurin ices the game with a leaping grab. And, I mean, this team looks like they could win the Super Bowl, don't they? Anyway, let's go ahead and check out how we end the season. I wonder if we're going to make the playoffs. Ooh! Wow, so we do go 14-3, but that only ties us with the top 3 seeds in the AFC. The Texans win out, and the Chiefs and Bills go 14-3 as well, which means that we are currently this 2 seed. That means that we're going to play the 9-8 Broncos. So we're going to clear these guys easily, so we don't even need to simulate it. And we do 31-17, and this is where we start to watch. All right, I believe that we can definitely destroy this team. So let's just go ahead, randomize jerseys, and hop in. By hop in, I mean look at the first play of every quarter. All right, inside the divisional round. And I think that we can destroy these freaks. And I hope that we play the Chiefs, because then we can put them in the dirt too. All right, so if you don't know how we do it, we hop in for the first play of every quarter, and we just go ahead and talk about the score and what's happening. If something interesting is happening at the end, and we hop into that. First up, Josh Allen looks for the pass in the pocket, pressured, and he goes down to the hands of Matthew Judon, who so far from what we've seen is looking like a destructive force on the field. A scoreless first quarter, but we are in the red zone, and I'm starting to think that I'm not that bad at this game. Right? I'm not just that bad. Anyway, here comes the play. It's going to be a read option. Hurts takes the ball. He looks like he has an open lane and gets just shy of the end zone. And I hope that we get into this second quarter with a score. Well, sadly, while we did in fact get the score, they got 2, and they're up 14-7 after halftime. As there's going to be a run from, who is that? Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams for, he's not having a good game. Starting the fourth quarter, it is still 14-7, which means that hopefully we're going to have something to watch at the end here, because that would mean that we are getting close here. Josh Allen fakes the pass. He goes this time, finds a seam breaker to the running back, and that is not a good sign for us. Well, sadly, we do in fact go down to the hands of the Bills as they started piling up the score on us in the fourth quarter. And that's a really disappointing way to go out. Listen, this isn't the best team that we played with in recent memory, but I thought it would definitely at least make an AFC championship, but I guess not, as they defeat us with the final end score of 28-14. And I'm really just disappointed that this game went this way. Without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the stats of the season. Ranking-wise, our offense was top 10 at 8th, and then our defense was first in the league. We had the best defense in the league. That's one way to do it, isn't it? Passing-wise, Jalen Hurts with an interesting season. 3,900 yards is not perfect. 30 touchdowns is not perfect. And 11 interceptions is not perfect. So overall, a little bit of an interesting season. I thought he'd have better on this playbook. With a 71% completion, he better have at least 500 rushing yards or 10 rushing touchdowns. And he has both, actually. He almost was the leading rusher for our team. 629 yards and 11 touchdowns. That's actually more than Kyron had, who had 723 yards and 8 touchdowns. But overall, that is a nice little season from Kyron. Receiving-wise, no 1,000-yard receivers, but Terry McLaurin got close with 850 and 8s. Then behind him, we had Mike Evans with 843 and 7, 791 and 9 for Devontae Smith, and 730 and 1 for Kyle Pitts. Blocking-wise, we were actually pretty solid. Lane Johnson led up 4 sacks. So did Ryan Ramczyk and Zach Frazier. And then 2 for Brandon Scherf, Brent Toth, which I'm not happy about because that is, in fact, I think, a backup. And Dominic Pooney. So overall, that is a really nice season here. And I think that our offensive line held up way better than I thought it would. By the way, I was scared because when I made this, the left tackle, left guard, and center, I think, had 0 players. So it's all built off of, like, right tackles. Who defensively, Roquan Smith, 102 tackles, secondary by Derwin James with 71, 63 Marlon Humphrey, which is interesting for a corner to have your third amount. Our TFLs, 16 Nick Bosa was awesome. I think pass rush is how we got a lot of what we did. 10 from Brian Breesy, and then 7 from Tavondre Sweat and George Karlaftis. Sack-wise, 10.5 Nick Bosa, 8 for Bradley Chubb, and then 5 for Matt Judon. You love to see it. Interceptions, 6 Roquan Smith. That's actually really nice. 3 for Budda Baker, and then 3 for Sauce Gardner. Going over to deflections here, we had 9 from Roquan Smith, 6 from Sauce Gardner and Bobby Okereke and Derwin James. Fumble-wise, we had a little carousel here. We had Roquan Smith, Bobby Okereke, Budda Baker, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and Devon Witherspoon, and Bradley Chubb. And then, seeing if we had any block kicks, no. Safeties, no. And touchdowns, no. We're not going to do special teams because I didn't customize them. But overall, I don't think we have any award winners on our team, period. And we're not going to get anything to show for this awesome season. At the end of the season, the Bills win their first Super Bowl over the Minnesota Vikings. Josh Allen is Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP is Patrick Mahomes. Coach of the Year is Nick Sirianni. Offensive Player of the Year is Cooper Kupp. Defensive Player of the Year is Greg Rousseau. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Xavier Worthy. And Defensive Rookie of the Year is Kool-Aid McKinstry. I don't see him in here a lot. And anyway, that is going to do it for the video, everybody. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. I would have liked a little bit of a better season, but hey, you get what you get. You can't get upset because overall, if we were a better team, then we would be able to make the Super Bowl. But that will do it, of course, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe.